You see, the child on the mother's back will never know how far the road is for someone carrying you.
Right.
My workplace, the Haitians are all together and the Ghanaians are all together. So like the way we come together, we only come together on liquor table. I don't know why, but I think for some reason it's the way that we were brought up.
The problem is leadership. I've been here since 2005. Up to now, the Liberian community, we do not have a hall. We do not have anything tangible that we can point to. So I think most time, like we Liberian people, always see other people's success to meet our failure.
Hello everyone, welcome again to my YouTube channel. My name is Tommy and thanks for clicking. If you are new here, please consider subscribing to become part of this growing audience. Please also like and share my videos. Thank you. I had an interesting conversation with some Liberians I met at a friend's birthday party. Please watch to the end as this conversation is about status as Liberians in the diaspora. Be a part of the conversation by leaving a comment. And let's get started.
Hi, Sly.
Hello, my name is Tommy. What is your name?
My name is Mamita King.
Mamita King. Let me just establish this. You are Liberian, is that correct?
I am.
Okay, what are you doing here today?
Full-blooded Liberian. I came to celebrate a friend of mine's birthday party. That's why I'm here actually.
Mamita, okay, Mamita. Everywhere I go, I see Liberians united, laughing with each other. It seems as if we are really together, but yet and still, it does not seem we are making progress on the Ghanaians, the Nigerians here in the diaspora, here in the United States. What would you say to that? What is the reason behind that?
Well, that's a very broad question, but from my knowledge, for the little that I know, I've been in America since the late 80s. And I'm thinking because Liberians was never the people that was, know to travel. So traveling is a very difficult thing, when it comes to uniting. And it's something that was raised in or brought in from the day of birth. So for us to go back and change that is gonna take a whole village, like people say. So it's left with within the United States to start the unification, like the Haitians, the Ghanaians, like you all said. My workplace, the Haitians are all together and the Ghanaians are all together. So like the way we come together, we only come together on liquor table. I don't know why, but I think for some reason it's the way that we were brought up.
Yeah, I mean, so actually I think it has to do with commonality, like what's the common interest? You must say for, I'm sorry to say, the free liquor, the free drinks, you know what I'm saying? So that's what we have in common, right? But on the flip side of the coin, like it's something that you getting that I'm not getting, like you progressing. Most times, like we Liberian people always see other people's success to meet our failure. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So like if it's not something that's mutually benefiting like the whole body, that's when division comes about. That's when hatred, petty jealousy, and division. Like people don't support each other. But yeah, we all have a common goal is to come here, celebrate, eat free, grill, drink free liquor.
What is your name, bro?
Sam Colo.
Sam Colo.
Yeah.
Well, there is this, I'm just here celebrating with a friend who's celebrating his birthday. Okay. And I have this question. There is this perception that we Liberians don't support each other, first of all. Okay. But why is it that we are not, it looks that we are united. It looks that when we come together in group, right? It looks that we love each other, but yet and still we don't see progress in the Liberian community. Why? What do you think is responsible?
Well, the problem here is that the Liberian community, we are not united because of a lot of factors.
Okay.
We love this backstabbing. Mr. X is thinking he's the big man.
Yeah.
The person thinks he's the big man.
Right. Hold it back to him. Yeah.
So, what I want to say here is that I overheard one of your conversations from one of the guys you are interviewing.
Right.
Hey, the Nigerian community prospers, the Ghanaian community does. Why the Liberian community?
Why?
The problem is leadership. I've been here since 2005. Up to now, the Liberian community, we do not have a hall. We do not have anything tangible that we can point to. So I think we need to...
What are you talking about now? Where are you now? Where are we now?
Right.
Let them know. You are in what?
Well, we're in Port
Rhode Island.
Right, Port
Rhode Island.
So I think what we need to do is that we need to elect people, people that can deliver, people who have the ability to reach out.
I think it is. If you look at other African countries that are doing well, right? Look at
Nigeria. Your name first.
Oh, this is the governor of Rhode Island. I'm J. Nisia Warner Jr.
I like that.
I go by the name governor. And other countries like the Ivory Coast, colonized by France. Ghana, colonized by the British. Nigeria, the British. I can go on and on and stuff to that. Like, it is very simple. They say the child on the mother's back will never know how far the road is. But someone carrying you.
Right.
Look at the beginning of Liberia, how we found it. Right? And look at the beginning of Ghana, fully colonized. And the freedom they enjoy today, they fought for it. A wealth that is now fought for can vanish in the thin air because you didn't fight for it.
But wait a minute, let me call you to a point. The African Americans, when they returned to Liberia, when they returned there, they founded this country, right? These were people that were exposed and educated.
Okay.
So are you trying to say that we did not fight for our way of life today as compared to what you are saying about Ghana, Nigeria, and what have you?
I'm talking about Liberia in specification, our independence. Our trouble started from independence. Okay. Our trouble started from independence, right? Okay. Liberia was Liberia before the settlers came. But when the settlers came, and we're talking about modern Africa, we look at other people who fought for their independence, who got what they have. No, the Ivorian have something called evolitier. Being an Ivorian, you have to qualify to a certain level. It means that you have to be of certain standard as a citizen and hold your country to that standard. What am I trying to say? To be an Ivorian, to be a full Ivorian, you got to fight for all the Ivory Coast stands for. Okay. You got to fight for all that you want Ivory Coast to be. You got to look at the skyscrapers in France and you say you want to see a skyscraper in Ivory Coast, in Abidjan. You got to look at the bridges in France and you want to say, you know what, I want bridges like that to be in something. It may not happen the way you want it, but it will happen in certain way, shape, or form. It will happen in a developmental way. You have to get the mindset to live that way. Okay. We don't have the mindset. Most things that we have in Liberia have been given to us. Most things
in other words, we did not really work.
We didn't strive too hard as compared to other people.
Could that be the reason why today we have this mindset of divisiveness?
Well, divisiveness is something, maybe it be a spring child of that, but divisiveness is something else that spring out. I don't know where it's spring out because as people, where we are like 16 tribes and where we are 4 million, it's shocking to see like 4 million people cannot agree on something, at least not but something in principle.
In principle.
And it has to do a lot with jealousy, envious. I mean, those are things. So first of all, my little piece of advice is just how we can unite to come to party. If we can take that same unification and build one another up. I saying, I'm in school, let's put my friend in school, let's make sure my friend in school. Maybe, learning those little things will make us come together. Like my late grandmother always used to say, she will always take a native woman over a half-educated woman. And as I grew older, I never knew what she was trying to say until I got old as I am right now, and I understood what she was trying to say. You will have a native woman, and you would tell that native mother of yours, or whoever she is, that native person of yours, you would tell her, say, Mom, I want to do this, and I'm going to do this, and she will be so supportive of you. But if you have your mother or your grandmother or your auntie that is half educated, and you say, I want to do this, she's not, or he's not going to encourage you. He always or she always going to, he or she always going to, what the word I'm looking for is
going to try to
compete.
Okay,
why you want to do that? Look at Mary's son, look at Joy's son, and everybody was not built to be the same. That's why we have lawyer, we have doctor, we have CNA, we have all these different careers. So therefore, we who are here and came and seen different countries before coming to America, what we see out there is what we got to put together to take back.
But it does not seem it's happening.
It's not happening because we have never tried. So that's why as for me, sitting right here, every time I see our men, able-bodied men that came from the war zone, I stay there and know what it is there and comes here and have a gallery in a day, and then when they get tested, that's when they want to argue about Liberian politicians and war or whatever going in Liberia.
That's when they discuss political issues.
Exactly.
It's not the time.
And that's not the time.
Yeah.
Never judge a flower when you're drunk.
Yeah.
Never judge a flower.
Because you will not comprehend properly.
There is no, thank you, honey. There is no civil conversation that's gonna come out of it. So like if we can sit here and have a nice time, we should also sit together and encourage one another to do what we're doing right now.
So you are saying, let me call you to a point. You said that you've been here since 2005.
Yeah.
So you're talking about pretty much
18 years.
18 years.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
And you said, despite the huge community in Rhode Island,
Right.
we don't even have a hall.
A hall, nothing that we can point to.
Wow, that's interesting.
You like people, they have programs, and after that program, they eat the money, and that's it. They will tell you this, and at the end of the day, you can see anything. And I just want to make a little reference. I remember a couple of years ago in Worcester, there was a guy that was elected in Worcester who was the president. And this guy, one of the good things he did was he reached out to everybody. So let's say, for instance, something happened to Mr. XYZ. There will be a group text that going all around. Hey, Mr. XYZ, he has this problem. So can we write it around to help him? But you can never see that in Rhode Island with the Liberian community. Everybody just think, they are big, but the leadership need to bring the community together. Just imagine, man, our July 26th, you can't even find 200 to 300 people at our celebration, and we have one of the biggest, community
in Rhode Island.
So I mean, we need to do more.
There you go. Somebody said that one of the reasons why we don't seem to organize ourselves, we are used to receiving instead of working hard and earning it. Would you agree with that perception?
That could be true. That could be one of it because we're used to taking and we're not used to giving back. But like I said, if we all came to this country, half of us here, when we were 16, 14 in Liberia, we never knew shit about working. Even up to men that comes in the 30s never work. So if you can come here and adapt to the people 16 hours of working, you can adapt to any damn thing and do anything to better up your country. I've been here, everybody go back Liberia. Oh, Liberia's, there's 315 stories you hear about us that go back to Liberia. So we would have the opportunity to go back to Liberia. We should come together and make Liberia better. Because if you don't make Liberia better, the Ghanaians gonna take it, the Nigerians gonna take it, the Chinese gonna take it. In China, when you go to China, this iPhone we own, this other gadget we own, you cannot make those gadgets in China without a Chinese man being a CEO. Because he gotta read that paper to know how you fix it, how you destroy it.
And I'm gonna say something to this, okay? I'm gonna add to this, my sister. The thing is this, right? When in Ghana, I heard if you establish a business, a Ghanaian must be a part of that business. Not just any other person, must be like the key person in that. You can't find that in Liberia.
No.
The last time when I went to Liberia, I went to buy crush racks, okay? Buy crush racks, and this took tears from my eyes. I'm gonna say this, and it's true because I did it myself. And there was a Chinese woman who could not speak English well, was there dictating to me, a Liberian in my own country, how much I'm supposed to pay.
Because we sat there.
It's so unfortunate.
It is. We sat there and we put these people in places and say, look, if we go back Liberia, let's forget about the good time. Because we Liberians, we love good time. If we sit and read our Liberian history, right now Puerto Rico got, paper to come into this country and do whatever to do and exit. That could have been Liberia. Because if you read Liberian history, everything about Liberia is through America. Everything. From the colonization to the flag to the national
to even constitution. Everything is from after America.
So if we have all these things from like America, why don't we do the same?
Why don't we do the same?
Education like that.
Yeah.
The thing is the greed. Every country has a greed. Even the great America we in has greed. But if you're in a position to have that greed, you should always put your people first before
anybody else.
Anybody.
Yeah.
Why you think America makes you certain age before you become president? You have to have certain amount of money into your bank account before you become president. They don't do it because they want a rich president.
You have to declare what you have.
Exactly. They do it because they want to know, okay, he already has this. He knows what it is. And our people that become president or sit in any governmental position in Liberia, you know where you came from. But when you sit into that low position, you forget about your people. It's all about you and your family. In order, let us, look, Liberia is rich. Let us forget about all those things. And back to America, and that's we who in America here. Let us, beside us having the liquor and having a good time, let us put it to good use.
Right.
You know, so I mean, I don't know what else to say, but Liberians, the white man is afraid of us black people because they know when we unite, we unite.
Okay.
So they're afraid of us. So Liberians, of all African countries, Liberians, let's take our liquor table to pen and paper. Some of us, we don't have to finish college. If colleges were not, I'm not saying you can't go to college, I'm not saying you can't graduate from high school, but there's so many things we can do. The Spanish people, they make more money more than me and you that went to school. The electricians, the mechanics, we can do the same.
Plumbers.
The plumbers, every technical thing that you can think about, they can do it. You don't have to stay in the factory. I mean, that's good, but still, let's take it back to Liberia and do something good.
Thank you.
I love you.
Thank you very much. Yeah, good. Yeah, thank you. Hello, my name is Tommy. What is your name?
My name is Edna.
Edna?
Yes.
Okay, good. Edna, nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you, Tommy.
I have a question today. Since we are in a little Liberian gathering, I know a friend of ours here is celebrating his birthday.
Yeah.
But I wanted to know, okay, why is it that it looks that we are so united, Liberians, when we are together, we drink and eat together, but yet and still we are not making progress here in the United States as compared to other African nationals? What are your thoughts?
I think it's the mindset. Because some of us, we have the business idea, but when you go to your friends and family, they always shut it down because if it's not me, it can be you. So people don't believe in each other in the Liberian community.
Okay.
They just believe it should be for them. So if they don't have it, they don't want you to have it. So with that mindset, you cannot progress. Because
Edna, what does it cost?
Why do you think
is the reason?
They envy, jealousy, and the small mind. Because they don't believe that you can do anything you put your mind to. In our community, we only believe in you get a degree, you go to work for a white man. But if you just put your mind to something, you can do whatever you want and become whatever you want without even getting a degree.
Right.
So
why are we different from the Nigerians and the Ghanaians?
We have that small mentality. This small mentality in where we don't believe we can do the big things. We have doctors in our community. We have nurses. We have a whole lot of nurses. But when you come to your friend as a nurse or a doctor, tell her like, oh, I can do this business, and you know you need encouragement. But instead of them encouraging you to be like, oh, you know you need this, you need, they show you all the obstacles instead of giving you the possibilities of what you can do.
So Jimon, give me just at least give me 3 recommendations that you think will change this situation about Liberians.
I mean, like, one thing I see about we Liberians that I recommend that could make an impact to our developmental agenda, like we should love one another. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's celebrate each other. Like, if you're winning,
I should celebrate you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what coming up in Liberia, we should stay online for food, right? If you see somebody has gotten served, they know your time coming.
Yeah.
And also, like, we all on a queue in life. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
like, if you came and hit the jackpot, you became successful. You know, then I know that if I'm at the tail of the line, I know my time coming. So once the queue is moving, like if you move, we all should celebrate. You know who's winning.
Okay.
You know, if I celebrate you today, if you out there, if I need you, I can come to you. Oh, bro, can I have this? Can I get this? There's nothing about being egoistic. There's nothing about having pride. You know, we just need to learn how to celebrate one another. That's cardinal.
Mr. Sampa, what do you do? I heard that you do the organizer and founder of the Cheche Polo Room.
Yeah,
tell me about that.
Yeah, actually, like I mean, you know, like I've been around to Liberian music for a very long time, so we need a platform to catapult like our culture, our art, our entertainment. So like my friend, I came together and founded Cheche Polo Room.
How is that going?
I mean, it's been doing so incredible, and since we have Cheche Polo Room, we have gave birth to a lot of other bloggers. Okay. Today we have so many blogs like the Liberian Influence, we got Damo Online, we have so many blogs, you know, like they have been really instrumental in showcasing Liberian art and culture to the diaspora and all part of the world.
Okay. Yeah. Well, thank you very much.
It's a pleasure, my brother.
Yeah. Okay. What is the cost? Why do you think we are like this? Why it looks like we pretend to love each other?
Dishonesty, man.
Dishonesty?
Yeah, dishonesty. We're not truthful to each other. That's the only thing, dishonesty. Once we can be honest with ourselves and the organization, I think we can move this organization forward.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, my brother. I appreciate your input today.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
And I would say, from my perspective, I've been here for like almost 20 years plus.
Okay.
And during the 2020 COVID started, my brother and friend, he called me because my credit was good, and he's like, listen, we can do this business and you're gonna get so thing. I'm like, you sure? I didn't say like, no, you can't do that, because you getting your credits checked. We Liberian community, we don't even know how to do credit check. We don't even know what it is to have a good credit. We don't even know what it is that you can walk to a dealership without putting money down and just get a car because your credit is good.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I started a car business, a rental car.
Right.
And everybody was like, oh, we'll see how long you go for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like nobody believes
So the doctor you right away.
Yeah, this all my friends I told her, oh, when we're doing a rental car business, oh, how long you gonna do this for? And I've been there in 2 years now.
Right.
Me and my partner. Come on, myself started with luxury cars. We had Panamera, we have the Tesla, we have the BMW, we have the Benz.
Right.
So it's anything you put your mind to, because when we started first, everybody like, when I took the Panamera, it's $100,000 car. My little brother like, you know what I believe? I said no. He said, I believe in you. So
there you go.
When you do this, we all win. And that's how it should be. You should always have people in your corner telling you, if you do this, we are behind you. Even if the money is not there, we still believe in you. So that's all we Liberian people need to do. Stand behind each other and be like supportive. Because nobody get it at the first time.
Okay.
The first time you won't get it, but with the confidence and the support of your people behind you, you know, when you say you're at a village or your tribal people, when I'm in my tribal people place, I feel safe.
You feel safe.
I feel safe. I have my brother, my little daughter, my sisters. When I have to deliver cars all over, because we drive cars to the airport, we do home delivery. Some days I'm not there. If the car is parked in the yard, I'm like, listen, yo, Yaya, can you drive this? Everybody said, I got you. So when you work together as a community, you can get things done. But now when you say, oh, it's just me is not an I in team.
Yeah,
it's a whole village.
It's a whole village. Well, thank you very much for your input. I appreciate it. I hope that our fellow Liberians will hear. It's about time for us to come together.
Yes, and
it's about time to hold each other. We shouldn't do the crab syndrome. I heard somebody telling me the crab is a syndrome, whatever it is, where you have a bunch of crab in a bucket, and when they're trying to go up, they try to put each other down.
Yes,
yeah, I heard that story. Somebody related that to the Liberian situation. I'm hoping that this is not the case.
Yeah, I'm hoping that we can break out of this now.
We can break out of this and we can make progress.
We see the possibilities. I tell people all the time, right now we have the possibility, we have the ideas. A whole lot have opened up from social media
Right.
to the businesses where we have, my niece do credit repair. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And she was a high school dropout. So
Okay.
imagine if a high school dropout now can do a whole business that she don't work for nobody. We don't have to work for people. We can work for ourselves now.
So, and now we do this. You say you do luxury cars business
Yeah,
and what have
it's
you?
Fabian Luxury Cars in Pennsylvania.
No, say that again so that I'll be able to put it on my
Fabian
screen.
Luxury Cars in Pennsylvania. And we have Airbnbs.
Fabrice, spell that.
Fabian, F-I-B-I-N-E, Luxury Cars.
Fabian Luxury Car.
Yes.
So if they want to reach you, is that a website?
Yes, it's book now at FabianLuxuryCars.com.
Say it slowly.
Book now at FabianLuxuryCars.com.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're
and I hope that people here and people will be able to patronize your business.
Thank you, Tom.
All right.
My own take is that colonialism by one of the British of the French people, African nations, they brought into the African nation the system, and, by practice. So they wanted for the African nation to adapt. So they rule and left their practice. But you see, like the case of Liberia, it's so kind of interesting. We have free slaves that went to Liberia, but then guess what? The free slaves were not technically colonial masters.
No, they weren't.
They weren't colonial masters. So I'm not too sure they had a system like the British and the French, or maybe other European colonial powers, or who could say maybe world powers at the time.
Right.
It was only because they were marginalized within a broader society, which was America. And they said, go back to where you guys came from. So by and large, later I went back to Liberia, maybe we have, in Liberia we can say haphazard knowledge, maybe halfway knowledge.
Right.
They didn't go into Liberia with full knowledge. So how can you go into a country with half knowledge and say that I want to present and I want to rule? That's the bottleneck.
Well, if I'm getting what you just said, to give you a little bit of analysis, you are saying that the African American went there, however, they were not as prepared.
They were not prepared
to lead.
No.
But I also heard that when the African Americans went back home, they somehow treated the indigenous. They treated the indigenous like the way they were treated here in the United States.
Yes.
Would you say that could be a rudimentary cause for why we can't be organized?
Beyond that, the issue of conquest was a battle in Liberia, meaning that they wanted expansion from the time Liberia became a colony in 1822. They wanted expansion. What was the expansion? They were now a colonial power. They were just what in Liberia we could term maybe in 1979 to go take like a pressure group.
Right.
Because of the population.
Okay.
Because there were more of them coming, and there were more places or more space that they needed.
Okay, thank you, my brother. I will give the mic to him. I just want to throw a quick question again. Let's fast forward, okay? Liberians have grown up. We've had the opportunity to get educated. Okay, we've come to the Western world. We've seen it. Why are we still the same then? What would you say in that situation?
Well, it's the same. You see, it's not about where you fall. It's about where you slip. It's about the foundation.
Okay.
And where you fall is not the problem. The problem is where you slipped. If you clean up the mess and where you slipped, it becomes, better for where you fall. One point I'm trying to make. You see Ghanaians, Nigerians, they go to London, they go to Germany. They see those good things. They go with purpose, and they don't want to buttress what he said. And I cannot go on with buttressing what he said, because it's part of the question that you asked, right? There was no purpose of us, our people being sent to Africa. They just trashed them, basically.
Right.
For lack of better words. The people that were sent to Africa were there trashed there to exist. So if you trash something to a land, you trash something, what good do you expect of it? You got your own mattress, you don't need it no more.
No.
So you put it on the roadside for someone else to take it.
That's right.
What, you expect that mattress to end in the king's room? No. So the fact that they will not prepare for us, the beginning of our system will not prepare for us become. But the thing is, our people, we just it's just a cultural issue that is grounded in our system, and it's something that we have to fight to remove, because we know where we come from. They got some people who grew up with single mother in Liberia, went to public school, came to America and threw a wild party, and forget about taking a man for that 0 rounds to pour into something better, comfortable, regardless of all that you fought for. Okay. I think it's a societal system. The system is bigger than me, it's bigger than him, probably bigger than you. Until we can sit down, we can't solve our problem like right here. And I appreciate the question. I appreciate the fact that you're making an inquiry into what's happening to us. But our problem needs to be discussed on a broader spectrum. We have to sit down and really go into the problem. But our problem is a societal problem. A problem is.
You mean if you say a broader spectrum, you're talking about political, from the political perspective, from the national perspective.
From the national perspective.
Okay.
For the national, we got to look at it like holistically, on Liberian standpoint. Like, why? You know there are Liberians still in Ghana?
Yes, I know.
Regardless of the fact that there's an elected government in Liberia. Okay. The Liberians still in Ghana, still living in Ghana.
Okay.
Still comfortable, don't want to go home. And I can tell you for a fact, some of them I talked to, they left to live in Ghana even worse than what they could live in Liberia. So when I talk about holistically, what can government do?
There you go.
Why are we forgetting about them?
Okay.
Why are we not going back to them then and say, look, what? No, you can't do the same thing over and over and expect a different result.
Okay, so you're trying to say that governance is fundamental to why our people today still stay in refugee camps.
It's a chief reason.
Despite the fact that there is stability, there is an democratically elected government.
It's a chief reason. It's a chief reason. We do not have to receive resources as the United States. But guess what? If an American citizen left in an area that is deemed not safe, they go for them. We don't have to have the same resources, but you have to try.
You have to try.
And we're not trying.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. You want a last word?
Yeah.
So that I'll be able to have.
You see, the issue you're talking about, people, the movement. But guess what? Liberia had a civil war where we had a mass movement of our people to Ghana. But guess what? There were Ghanaians in Nigeria. There was a large exodus on the Ghanaians. If you remember the regime of the military leader of Shehu Shagari that deported a lot of Ghanaians back from Nigeria.
Yeah.
So the same thing goes back. It's just that one situation precipitated the other situation. That's all.
Yeah.
So I don't want to delve too much like, Liberians in America, they are not doing more for the country back home, because that's food for thought. I'm speaking in the capacity of a past former banker. I worked prior in Liberia 8 years in a commercial bank, and I know that when it comes to the remittance services that we have in Liberia, MoneyGram, Western Union, 90% of those remittances we say we had, they were from Liberian throughout Liberia. I mean, through in the diaspora. It could be in America, in Europe, or other parts. That have been giving the economy more revenue in terms of FX, foreign exchange.
Right.
Today, we one of the few countries, or maybe we probably could be the only country in Africa or West Africa that's still using the hybrid currency. So what precipitated that? And you understand? But it's been helping us somehow. So the question, the thing is that I feel that Liberians have been supportive of the kindred back home. Liberians been helping Liberians.
So what I'm saying, in other words, is that the economy of Liberia today would have completely crashed have the diasporans
They are
not been here supporting the
helping
people
with
back home?
FX.
Because I've heard of Liberians
been
have
helping with
millions,
FX.
millions, hundreds of millions of dollars back home.
Because guess what? After the Civil War, Liberia had nothing like a real sector. What's the real sector? Meaning where we had the extraction of our mineral resources. Our mineral resources extraction bring what we call revenue.
Right.
And you understand? In real time, that which we have not had.
Okay.
So where we've been coming from? Look at all the financial institutions, like the banking institution in Liberia.
Right.
What they've been depending on? Only what? Deposit.
Right.
Only for commercial activities.
Yeah.
So we have to be too careful to say that Liberian in the diaspora not been helping. In my mind, Liberian in the diaspora are really been doing a kind of awesome job. Okay. And I can argue that too. I'm a lamb, argue that. You understand? We've been doing a lot.
Thank you very much, brother.
Yeah.
You want to say a quick last word?
I want to say a quick last word, and there's no one more qualified to say the last word than Mustafa.
Yeah.
He's a big brother. He's he's up there in academics, in age, and experience, and everything. So I don't want to take the movement from him. Okay. So I just want to say that. But there's something that he said. But I want to use this opportunity to speak to the government. I'm not being political. I have my sides when it comes to politics in Liberia, but I'm not going to express it here on this meeting. But I just want to be on it, because we need to call on the government, any government, no matter what party you come from. Simple economic principles. Adam Smith, inquiry into nature. Keyword that will cause the wealth of a nation. Building road in those communities is good. Building road between Lofa County and Bon County that will provide foods and goods and community on the table in Monrovia will change the lives of our people. So I just call on simple economic principle, simple sense, common sense to our president, whoever the person may be, that I would want to apply simple sense, and it will work for us, because we have everything that we need as far as natural resources is concerned. All we just need is a leadership. It's something that I think we lack at this time. And at this time, I don't want to give you thanks for giving us the opportunity today. And I don't know, Mustafa want to speak on it, but thank you very much for giving me the time to speak on something that is very dear and close to our hearts, because no people back home, they're going through this. We're here, we have the opportunity. I have the chance to eat dinner tonight and eat breakfast tomorrow. Not too many people back home have the opportunity to do that.
Thank you very much.
So thank you very much for the chance, and thank you very much.
Do you want more of this content? Please subscribe, like, and hit the notification button. And hope to see you in my next video.